I mean, I come go on like because it had reached that point where me I say sometimes me just never bother. So struggles that university students face in Jamaica, right? What are the struggles that university students face? The very first one is not learning anything from lectures. That's the very first one, right? In my experience, especially last semester, I mean, I tell you, last semester was a different semester. Imagine going to the lectures, sacrificing all the time and going to the lectures, sit down for the 1 hour and I learn nothing. You look on them lecture slides and I learn nothing. You literally just go there for go there sake, right? Like anyway, that was what happened with me with chemistry. Cause me I tell you say me I got the lectures them, me I sit down, me I pay attention, me I look. Me see a point and a point and a point and you talk some things but much not making sense. Imagine. So anyway, that's one of the first struggles that university students face, not learning anything in the lectures. And me, I gonna speak for the sciences specifically, since that is what I'm more involved with. And sometimes I feel like say when a subject is like practical, sometimes I need more than just the lecture slide and you look a pointy thing. That's not enough sometimes. Sometimes you need to put things into perspective and make it make sense. It's like making nonsense make sense, if that makes sense. And me got chemistry. And but hold on the fort for the first like 2 3 weeks and me say me a hold on, you know. Alright, basically me take time off float way as the semester go on with chemistry. But in the first part it's like me say me a hold on, me not really understand 100%, you know. But if me understand even 20%, me I go work with it. Until as the semester go by, I realize the topics them I get more complex, and then realize the topics them have become so foreign. So me say what happened here so, and then me hear say you should have do some advanced maths or some advanced physics. Is you're not gonna understand what happened. So me say hold on, that means there's a gap. There is a gap between the last set of education we get and with this. That don't make no sense. But that's the first struggle that university students have. Got the lectures and all learn nothing. And then when students stop got the lectures, then the same lectures them complain and say how the class number decrease over time. Because if you keep on a go every week and you realize that no man, me not learn nothing, but just sit down and stare in your face. Then what's the difference with you sit down in the class, stare at them face, and you stay yard and go read something or something like that. What the difference, right? I mean I come go on like because it had reached that point where me I say sometimes me just never bother. Me not even really bother sometimes because me go there blank and me still leave blank, if that makes sense. So that's the first struggle that university students face. The next struggle that university students face is financial issues. And I'm not sure if I should have start with financial issues or not, but most students struggle with paying their tuition fees. So some students have student loan. Some people are work and pay the monthly installments. People just do what they have to do, right? So financial issues, and even if you take out a student loan or whatever, you pay your tuition fees. Dorm fees is another issue, right? Dorm fees is the next like big issue. So it's like you have dorm fees, you have tuition fees, and if you don't clear them, you can't sit like mid-semester exam, final exam, so things like that. The university will basically block you from sitting your final or and mid-semester exam basically. And you know, say once you miss that mid-semester or that final exam, them now go there's no accommodation to make you do it over at another time when it was your fault, right? If it was your fault, them now go out of them way. The regulations, them nah, just because you could pay your school fee in time, they're no business. They don't care. Them just want the money. So the sooner you get that in your head, you realize, say, alright, most of them university here in Jamaica is a money making thing. And as them say, them always a preach to you and I say, when I say you're reading for your degree, right? No wrong with reading for your degree, but I hope. Well, I know, man, if we are read for the degree, what's the point of going to the lectures then? Why we are giving so much money if we just go read something for yourself? If that makes sense. Like sometimes I think about it like that, if we are paying much school fee to pay the lecturers them, the teachers them, and them not really serve a purpose. Some of them, because alright, you see, this is the thing. Like certain courses, like especially like I've taken out of faculty courses at humanities, social science, and basically live a social science at this point. Although me as a science and technology student, but sometimes if you know, most science and technology students take up minors in like social science, like really. So anyway, me do a minor at social science, and when me go over there, listen to me. My class am peaceful. Me is learning. Me is understanding. And me I say, one day if it's a science and technology problem we have down there. But when we go down there, it's like, because science is a bit more complex than, social science, and just, we need more help. That is just my opinion. We need more help. We need more help. And me not lie, some lecturers go to them way to make you learn down at that faculty, science and technology. But then the others, me don't blame them either. Them just get what they then get them them course whatever, and them just come and teach. That's their job. Then just come and teach it. It's not really for them fault. So we never did the advanced maths or the advanced physics. But really and truly, we'd go back to the university, because if you accept students to do something, at least make sure so them there where them need for there for build pan, but you accept them for here, so when them they down here, so in a particular area. And that's just my opinion. But that's the thing, because in a high school you probably think you're a strong science student, and when you come to university you get the shock of your life. So hold on, maybe my science skills them not good enough, or maybe what them that teach you in a high school was absolute rubbish. You really come to that realization. But anyway, financial issues when me talk about. So if it's not tuition fees, dorm fees, I'm our both food to eat. Like, yeah, we're both food to eat, buy groceries and them something, because paying the tuition fees and paying dorm fees is only half of it, or maybe three quarters of it. What about food? We continue to eat for the rest of the year basically. What about that part there? We people need money. Like, it's always worrying about finances for majority of university students. So, alright, this one is figuring out yourself. So this is, I would classify this as a struggle that some, I'd say most, if not all, university students go through, but figuring out themselves basically, because the girl will come to UA almost 2 years ago is not the same girl at this moment. Like, me just I say, because one, me get older, and two, what else me do? Oh, me get older. What else happened? I guess maturity kind of increased, because one, me used to just live at home, go to school, come home, go to school, come home, family, everybody. But when you're there on the campus, you're really there by yourself. If you're socializing and meet new people, and if you take care of yourself and find food to eat, like, you have to worry about those things. So it's like when you're home, say dinner go cook. You get the food. You don't have to worry about groceries, because groceries are going to buy it. You don't have to put certain things on your head. When you're at the university, oh God, what am I going to buy this weekend? Which groceries am I going to buy this weekend? What else? What am I going to eat? What I go cook? Or what I go buy? Like, you have to think about so much more when you live by yourself. When I'm sick, I have to take care of myself. Like, it's just whatever. But this is what something that I've seen, like, literally. So I do psychology courses, right? I'm not a psychology major, but I do psychology courses. And basically I went to, I think it was maybe personality theory, one of the class them, and the lecturer said something that sparked something in me when me I say, see, true, most people don't know themselves. At least most university students don't know themselves. Like, when you sit down and observe, because I love observe people behavior. I love sit down, analyze their behavior. Like, me not try to read your mind now, but me actually very observant of other people and their behaviors, right? So, me say, say enough crazy people are walking around on this campus. Like, me actually sitting and I say to myself, most people have insecurities. Most people have deal with anxiety, depression. People go through things. And being at this age, at least me being in the age range, we understand what other people go through. Right? So I feel like this period of time is figuring out who you are. Because when we see certain people do certain things, my first thought is that they might cover them pain by doing that because them things like that would feel that will fix this. And it just, you hear me say, it just, but the point is that people wear masks. I forgot the psychology term, but basically you have I think it's three persona or something like three different types of personas I think. But basically one of them wear a mask and then me analyze it and me think both and say maybe I wear a mask. Maybe behave the way me behave just adapt to certain situations. So if you meet me in a class it's a different person you're gonna see. If you meet me maybe on my dorm is a different person you're gonna see. If you meet me on my yard, you're gonna see a different person. Like it's not a one face for everything or for everybody. It's like you meet me here so you get this. You meet me here so you get this. You meet me with this so you get this. In my opinion. So I say people actually need to figure out themselves, right? Anyway, one of the next things I think that university students struggle with is peer pressure. Because since I've come on this campus, certain things where me not have to think about, it not have to cross my mind, me not worry about that. It's like when it cross my mind now, me I say, So if you actually I think about this now, like peer pressure is a real thing. I mean I tell you say God if I never make my head strong the way my head strong because like me is a person where I don't like people tell me what to do. Don't tell me what I should do, Don't tell me what I should do. If it's constructive criticism or something like that, I'm probably more open to it. But the whole tell me what to do, don't try to tell me what to do because it's gonna give a bad or a negative or opposite effect in my opinion. So I feel like some students on this campus they're just really going through it in the sense that peer pressure. If you see somebody a smoke, you feel like if you take up smoking. If you see people gone out all night, every day, take up 10 man or 10 woman or whatever you want to call it. Just because people do it no means that you should do it too. What happened to self respect? Like things like that me sit down sometimes and say, what happened to self respect? No matter how you could have feel, no matter how you could have feel lonely, no matter how your friend have pressure you, got your bed. Like got your bed, in my opinion. So peer pressure is a real thing and that is why some parents them send them kids to college and when the picnic come back they don't even know who the picnic be. Like honestly. Because I've seen people who actually got the same used to go the same high school as me and when I see them today it's like a complete change. Like me change too, but not like that. Me still the same person in a sense. As in, if certain things I may do, you're gonna still know. Say yeah, me I may go do something like that. But when you see them, it's complete makeover, rip, color. Nothing wrong with hair color and all that. But people are experimenting. That's what me observe on this campus. Everybody are experiment. Well, me don't need to experiment because me can see what is taking place around me and learn from it. Like that literally that me love though. You see if me think more something, me know say somebody gonna do it before I do rubbish or something and me gonna sit down and me go watch and see how you make it play out. When me see how it result for you, we know what to do and act accordingly. So me see you do something and rubbish and me say, nah man, learn from your mistake. Me not go down the road there. That is how me think and operate. That is how me think and operate. Struggle that I think university students struggle with is mental health. As I said before, it's a lot of crazy people walking around this campus in clean clothes. When I say clean, I mean clean clothes. Them a walk around, but most people, or most, what me observe from my observation, most people experience depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts. Hello, listen to me. This campus or university is crazy. It's crazy. And you see when you live on campus you get to see a different side to things because imagine if me did just come to school and go home. That's a different story. I come to class and I go back on my yard or I go wherever. But when you live on the campus 24/7, 7 days a week, you really see some things, whether it be in the night, in the day, and whenever you see some stuff. But for me, it's like when I look on somebody and me used to just say, oh, some depressed and blah blah blah. But me and tell them I meet people where when I meet them the energy the energy just different. They might walk with some different depression. They might walk with some different anxiety. And especially since doing psychology, me I find out say a whole lot of people claim that they're introverts, which me would consider myself an introvert in a sense. I would. As I'm not even in a sense, I would, because this sound bad, but I'll say it. I don't really like people. Like me just have a limit. You see, if me socialize, like socializing with people, it drain me. I tell you say it drain me. Like socializing is a job. Like I mean, I mean like a casual conversation, but say me go somewhere for the first time, interacting with people, like that was a job. That is a job to talk to people. Or going into a new environment, that is a job. So me know is like I feel like oh yes, the introvert part. So I've met people who say that they're introverts, and in my idea, I'm going to classify them as an introvert. Like more to classify them. So it's like, are you me know me as an introvert for my reasons. Me know why I say that. Because most time me just reserved, keep to myself unless needed or necessary. We don't go to my way like that to interact with people, and that's the honest truth, because we don't hate people, but I also love me time. Like me love me time. Me love it being about me for the most part. And it's not like say, oh, we can have good relationships with people, but it's like there's a limit, or there's a time and where it's like, all right, me allocate 2 hours. We talk to people for this time and we laugh and blah blah blah, but me have to go in back. It's like you come out of the shell and you're going back. Me is that person. Me in and out, in and out, in and out. But yes, that is it. Or when them call it amphiverts or something like that. Me no know. Me think of that in call in psychology. But it no matter. But a lot of students are struggling with mental health issues, depression, anxiety, um, whichever other one, ADHD. Them people are going through some things. Lots of psychological disorders. I walk around on campus. I'm sure of that. And the last thing I'd say that university students struggle with is failing, right? So the last thing that university students struggle with is failing. How do you get over a failure or a failing grade? Imagine coming from high school and you get P A and you B and you just know say you pass nothing, you can't feel nothing. Imagine coming to the university and getting the shock of your life, so so me feel like worse, like what? How you feel about that? Remember you come from high school and you feel like say a top student. How the hell you come out of university? How you feel about that? Like I feel. So students struggle with that because something like that can take a toll on you mentally. Mentally your head can chip for a second, you know that. Because imagine you have certain expectations for yourself. You're saying you not learn nothing from the lectures then, but you still expect something more. So it's like how you deal with that, how you cope with that, in my opinion. How? Like how do you overcome something like that? Like university students struggle with a lot of things, and I feel like people just overlook it for the most part and say not enough to worry about school fee, pay and blah blah blah, not else to worry about. But sometimes university students go through it. Me I tell her that. Me I tell her that straight up. But anyways, this is my little list. If you like this video, go ahead and like, comment, share and subscribe. And you can go ahead and subscribe to Breeze Adventure on YouTube. And that's the end of today's video. So bye guys.